Welcome to this short presentation on PhoneMaster 6. In this video we'll take a look at how PhoneMaster 6 in a single user interface can program moves, adds and changes on an Avaya Communications Manager or Avaya Red telephone system, and also on an Avaya CS1000 or an Avaya Blue telephone system. Let's start by taking a look at how PhoneMaster programs moves, adds and changes on an Avaya Blue system. PhoneMaster is a multi-site administration tool and it will allow you to make changes in both Avaya Blue and Avaya Red systems if you have both in your network. To switch between sites, you can just simply drop down the site list box at the top of the screen and it will offer you the available sites. And for easy identification, the Avaya Blue sites are coloured blue and the Avaya Red sites are coloured red. This is the telephone administration screen in PhoneMaster, and I currently have an Avaya Blue site open, so let's have a look at how some of the telephones in that system are configured. To do this, I simply click on the quick search box and I can just press enter and it will pull back a full list of the telephones on that system, and I can just select any telephone from the list there and it will show me how that telephone is configured, or I can just scroll down through them. I can see that telephone there is Randy Lane. He's in the telecoms department and it's type an 1140 telephone. I could also search by any of those fields by going back to the quick search field, and for example if I search for Randy, it'll just pull back Randy Lane's telephone. Or I could have searched for telecoms department. It'll pull back all the telephones in the telecoms department, and I can expand that list of telephones just by clicking on the expansion button at the top there. You can see they're all in the telecoms department. I shrink that back over. We'll have a look at how the telephones are configured there. And I could also have entered Randy's primary extension number, which is 2080. It'll only pull back that telephone. Or if I just search for 208, you'll see that. Just expand that again, you'll see the primary extension number there, 2080, 2082, etc. So you can see that it's a very powerful search facility. You don't have to specify what field you're looking for, just enter the search criteria in the quick search box and it'll pull back a list of telephones that match your search criteria. Now let's switch over to an Avaya Red system. So to do this, I just drop down the site list box and you can see I have two Avaya Red sites at the bottom there, so I'll select the first one of those, and again the quick search button, the screen hasn't changed. Quick search button, I just hit enter and it'll pull back all the telephones, and I can click on any one of those telephones and see how it's configured, and you notice that it's pretty similar to the Avaya Blue system. You can also use, if I expand that box there and see some departments there, sales, service, testing. So if I look for sales, so you can see that it functions exactly the same as it does in the Avaya Blue system. Now let's look at an individual telephone on an Avaya Red system. So we'll take the top one on the list there, James Taylor, and it's a 9640 telephone, and let's have a look at how the features are programmed on it. You can see down the bottom here we have telephone features, and we have different feature groups, and these feature groups are programmable, so you decide what features go into what group. So I'm just going to look at CM feature group there. That's just a sample feature what I programmed earlier. You can see if I click on any of the features, display language, hunt station, security code, if I want to change some of those features, just double click it and it'll offer me an edit box here, so I can go in there and suppose I wanted to change the security code to 2333 for example, and just hit enter. When I hit save now, that security code will be uploaded, and that's how you change features on the Avaya Red system. If I want to change a key feature, all I have to do is drag an alarm. So suppose I take just AC alarm there and I want to drag it across onto a key, just drag it and drop it over onto the key and it replaces the feature that's there already. If I go back to my Avaya Blue system now, I'll show you how features are programmed in that. So I'll just pick the top site here, and again just hit enter to pull back the telephones. Where's our friend Randy Lane down here? Let's see, down the bottom we have feature groups down here. There's a few more feature groups here, but these feature groups are programmable. You decide how many feature groups you want and what features go into each group. Let's just take a look at the hunting features down here. So if I wanted to change the hunt number, I just double click it, put in 2000 for example, turn, and when I click save, then that feature, that new hunt number will be uploaded to Randy Lane's telephone. I can also change key features. I have an SCR, a single call ringing key there. If I wanted to change that to an auto dial key, I can just drag it across and drop it onto the key. And you can notice that the key features and the features, telephone features, are programmed exactly the same on both an Avaya Blue and an Avaya Red, and that's one of the beauties of PhoneMaster, that the same interface is used to program telephones on two different types of systems. Now let's look at one of the very powerful features in PhoneMaster, which is the group change feature, which allows you to create a group of telephones and change that group as if it's a single telephone, and the changes will be uploaded to each telephone in turn then. So to create a group of telephones, then simply, if I want to select a group, so I'll just take just a random selection of two and drag that group down into the group box at the bottom here, and it will prompt me to say that do you wish to create a group with 11 telephones, and let's say yes. Just give it a name. Test group 1, say, return. Now when I select that group, I can make a change to that group of telephones, and which will change the features on all 11 telephones in the group, and I can have as many features, as many telephones in that group as I want. I can have 5,000 telephones if I want to create a group with the entire system, every telephone in it. So you can see how powerful it is, and that's something you can't do with the administration terminal directly on the phone system. That's just a feature that PhoneMaster offers. Now let's switch over to an Avaya Red system, and you'll see that the group change feature is exactly the same there. So if I open my site, just hit enter to pull back some telephones. In this case, let's say, let me just have a look what's in there. Let's see, I have service department. So let's suppose I want to make change to all the telephones in the service department. I just enter service there, it pulls back all the extensions. I expand that out there, you see they're all in the service department. So I just select all those telephones. Now I just open the group section at the bottom of the screen. I just drag those down in there, and it asks me to confirm that I want to create the group, and new group 2, we just leave that default name there. So that's how easy it is to create a group of telephones, and now I can make a change to those telephones. If I just go into CM feature group, if I want to change the hunt to station there and make them hunt all to the same extension number 7999, for example, when I click save now, it will upload that change to each of the telephones in the group. So that's a quick look at how PhoneMaster 6 can be used to program telephones on both an Avaya Red and an Avaya Blue system. And you'll notice how seamlessly I switched between Avaya Red and Avaya Blue systems, and you got the full range of powerful features in PhoneMaster available on both systems. Thank you for taking time to watch our presentation today.